Hey, um, I wanted to come on here and show support for three other TIs in particular. But given what they've been going through, it's difficult for me to know what to say. The first one that I talked about with mental health, I think it was the doctors I talked about this person with. This person is now being burned so badly that they can no longer lie down. They can't lean on their left hand at all, and that person has students living across from them, and those students are the ones who are firing the electronic weapons, and they're sitting on their computers basically looking over the effects of the torture on this TI that I'm talking about right here. So there are students who are basically experimenting with the weaponry and seeing how it affects people who are having it fired on them. So I think I've got the same thing. Only I think in my case it's a mix between students and criminals. But yeah, this woman is literally being burned so badly by directed energy weapons that she can no longer lie down. She can't fucking sleep. I just don't know what to say anymore. Like, this shit is just so evil. Like, the people being burned to death so badly that they can't fucking lie down. It's just, what do you even say to that? Like, so one of my TI friends is being burned so badly they can't lie down. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the second friend of mine who I spoke to recently, I was wrong. They're not losing a litre of blood. They're losing 2 pints of blood every night. I don't know how they're still alive. But it would appear that their uterine wall has been so badly perforated by the electronic weapons that they're losing 2 pints of blood every day. I don't even know how that's possible. I don't know how that's possible, and I don't even know how long it's been going on for. And then the third TI, who I'm not on speaking terms with, but I'm worried for all the same. The diabetic person who's in hospital. They had a tribunal to decide whether or not she would be made a Section 3. She was made a Section 3. And not only was she made a Section 3, they doubled the medication that... you know, that medication I told the mental health about that was basically spiking her blood sugar. What they've actually done is they have turned her down, because of course they did, and seeing as she's got her appeal coming up in a couple of days, the same drugs that have her slurring her words, barely comprehensible, and have her blood sugar spiking, they have now doubled the dosage so that by the time the appeal comes around, she'll either be too sick, too inarticulate, or both to be able to even speak, let alone function, which will see the appeal being refused. This is what gang stalkers like to do. They like to lull people into a false sense of security, because before this person was sectioned, this person was in a really good job as a chef. They were making a good amount of money. And they were also, like I said before, they were talking to high-profile TIs and whistleblowers with regards to defense weaponry in particular, right? So they've been talking to engineers and to defense weaponry people, like having interview after interview every night, talking to really big time people in those fields. And this is what gang stalking does. It wants to see how far you can climb before they bring you back down again. It's reminiscent of when I first moved into here in like May, like about May. I moved into here in the 4th of May precisely. And like a few weeks after I moved in, like in late May, early June, I get torture in my hips. I can't walk. Can't go to the toilet, can't do nothing for myself, have to fucking crawl everywhere. So it's like these gang stalkers want to see how far you can climb before they bring you down with the directed energy weaponry and with the acoustic weaponry. And that directed energy weaponry and acoustic weaponry, they're experimenting with new ways to burn somebody's skin, burn somebody's sinew, burn somebody's bones, burn somebody's muscles. The most lethal ones that I know about are the ones that basically harm the bone marrow, basically erode the bone density and the bone marrow. When it actually happens, it's very fucking painful. It's like they kind of wear away. Like through electronic weaponry, the left side of my face is like, it's like eroded in comparison to the right side. That's on purpose. Usually the left side of the body is attacked more than the right by these weapons because they that's where the heart is, right? So if the heart is put under enough stress, then the person can die earlier. It cuts the lifespan shorter. And the horrible thing is that of all the horrible shit that I've said that's been happening to TIs, like terminal cancer, losing 2 liters of blood, having your skin burned so badly every day that you can't lie down, or being hit so badly in your hips that you can't walk. Like, that's just a handful of people. Imagine how many TIs there actually are in the world, and that's just a handful of people I was talking about. It's hard to know what to say to that. And it's only a matter of time before they come for me. I mean, aside from the whole neighbour thing, it's only a matter of time before they lull me into a false sense of security and then try to hit me with something else. Either the weapons, like either psychotropic weapons, which affect my mood, affecting people's frequency, or they're going to hit me with the DW, immobilizing me. The older you get, the more they rely on the physical stuff. Or they're going to have some acoustic weaponry, or they're going to have voice to skull, all that type of shit. Like, it's only a matter of time before I climb high enough and then they cut me down. Or they'll try to find a way to cut me down. Because when I'm being tortured relentlessly, you guys know, you've seen the videos. When I'm tortured relentlessly, especially psychologically, it's difficult for me to focus. But what I have been getting is fucking light work in comparison to what some of these TIs are getting. The shit is fucking wild. What do you even say to that? What do you even say to any of this? And you never get used to how evil people are. You never get used to how much glee people take in being in that much pain. You never get used to it. You never get used to people deluding themselves that this isn't going on either. You don't get used to that either. I've been through some horrible, horrible things in my life. But even my case is light compared to what some of these TIs go through. I don't remember waking up and finding a fucking organ missing. Or fucking like bleeding 2 pints of blood every fucking night. I've never been through anything like that. I've never been through the point where my fucking skin is burning so badly I can't lie down. I've never been through that. And some of the horrible things, it's just... It's evil. Like, there are no words. I have no words to describe this shit. It's, I have no words to describe this shit. This is fucking just... It's relentless. It's relentless. It's relentless hate. It's relentless hate. And as for the third person that I mentioned, the one in the hospital, they're basically making an example out of her. Humiliating her and putting her through as much pain as possible because they know as soon as she gets out, she's not going to give up. So their only form of entertainment is to wear her down and cut her lifespan down. They might even murder her and get away with it. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. But they've gotten, gang stalking has gotten away with murder so many times. It's no wonder the perps feel untouchable. That's why, as a targeted individual, I incorporate that into the business that I do. I'm thinking if people are going to get paid for fucking wrecking my life, I might as well get something out of it. But it's an ugly business, to even commodify your own pain the way that I do. It's ugly because then you have to relive what's being done to you and what's been done to you every day. To the 3 TIs that are going through this, I know one of you that I'm not speaking to, but understand this, I am 100% behind you all the way. And I know what you guys are going to say. I've got their numbers, we're going to call them. I will. But a public show of solidarity is important. TIs, we need to be publicly supporting each other and saying, you know what, you're not going to get us that easy. We're never going to stop fighting. Even if this shit doesn't end. And even if you do get us, even if you do kill us, you come after us, we'll give you hell before you get what you want. Anyway, my fellow TIs, I love you very much. You take care of yourselves. Be safe. I love you.